Hi guys, welcome to Chidre's Tech Tutorials educational YouTube channel. If you scroll down, you find programming language tutorial section. In programming language tutorial section, if you scroll to the right side, you find Python tutorials playlist. If you click on view full playlist, you find all my Python tutorials where I am explaining Python in depth and step by step guys. In the previous video, we started discussing data types in Python. We understood that Python provides a rich set of data types to store and manage different types of data values, right? We understood that true and false are of Boolean type, whole numbers are of type integer, numbers with decimal point are floating type values, and 2 plus 3j, right, where you have imaginary number is called complex numbers, right, complex type. In this video, we'll be discussing the next data types, str. Str means string. Str indicates the textual data, okay, and the strings are immutable. Immutable means you cannot modify the strings guys. Let's say you want to store the player name, then you create a variable called as player underscore name and you store the player name in that variable, right? Let's see a demo so that you get a clear idea. Here we have a Python file and the shell, and here I'm going to create a variable called as player underscore name. And remember, sequence of characters enclosed in between single quotations is considered as string type of data. Okay, so here I am putting my name Manjunath. We can display the value inside the player name by using the print function, right? To the print function I give the player name, and definitely we'll see Manjunath displayed here. And we can also display the type of the variable, right, using the print function. Here I say type of player name. So definitely we'll see here str displayed. So I save this and say run module. You see Manjunath is displayed, right? Player name Manjunath, and type of player name, you see it is set to str. Str means it is of type string. I also told you that sequence of characters enclosed in double quotations, enclosed inside double quotations, is also considered as the string type of data. Okay, I save this and say run module. You see again we got Manjunath, and variable type is str, right? So in Python, even sequence of characters enclosed in between three single quotations, okay, three single quotations is also considered as a string type of data. See, I save this and run. You see we are getting the same output. It is displaying the player name Manjunath and type is set to str. Even sequence of characters enclosed in between three double quotations is also considered as string type of data guys. I save this and say run module. You see we are getting Manjunath and str. So you have many options to create a string type of variable, right? Put sequence of characters inside a variable, right? Single quotations, double quotations, three single quotations, three double quotations, and you can see the type, right? That's, I hope it's clear to you. Now I am going to minimize this little down so that you can see the output, all the outputs properly guys. Let me delete this from here. After string type, next we have list type. List indicates mutable. Mutable means modifiable, ordered collection of items. So list is a mutable ordered collection of items. How do we create list? By using pair of square brackets. In pair of square brackets, you can put list of values separated by comma guys. Let's say I want to store list of student names. This is how I create guys. Let's go to Python file, and here is a Python shell, and see the demo. You can see I'm saying here stud underscore names. I want to store student names equal to pair of square brackets. Here in single quotations I'm saying here Ram, comma, single quotations Ravi, comma, single quotations Raj. Now all these three values are stored in this variable. Here the lists are going to start with the index 0, where Ram is at index 0, Ravi is going to have index 1, and Raj is going to have index 2. So that is the reason they are called ordered collection. So it is in a order 0, 1, 2. Okay, now we can display stud names using the print function. So I say print and I say here stud underscore names. It displays Ram, Ravi, Raj. we can display the type of stud names by using the type function, type of stud names. So I save this and say run module. You see that it has displayed Ram, Ravi and Raj, and its type, you see variable type is set to list, right? So list we create with the help of pair of square brackets. Inside that we put list of values separated by comma, and it is mutable. Mutable means you can modify. Like for example, if I come here, I say stud underscore names of 0, we can access the elements by their index. Okay, and let's say here I want Raghu, R-A-G-H-U, Raghu. Now what happens, stud names of 0 becomes Raghu, guys. Ram is replaced with Raghu. So if I display stud names, let me copy this and paste down. It displays Raghu, Ravi and Raj. Raghu, Ravi and Raj. Let's see that. I save it and say run module. You see that initially Ram, Ravi, Raj. After modification, Raghu, Ravi, Raj. So Ram is replaced with Raghu. That means lists are mutable. Okay, lists are mutable means you can modify. I hope you guys are clearly understood. Next we have tuple. Tuple indicates immutable ordered collection of items. Difference between list and tuple is list is mutable whereas tuple is immutable. That means you cannot modify the tuple, guys. And to define the tuple we use rounded brackets. To define list we use square brackets. To define tuple we use rounded brackets. Okay, so let's come back here to the code, and here we have our shell. Let me say Control Z. So this time you see, instead of using pair of square brackets, I use the pair of rounded brackets. So this is treated as a tuple, guys. I save this and run module. You see we got the output Ram, Ravi, Raj displayed, and you can see now the variable type stud names is set to tuple. It is not list, guys. It is a tuple, and tuple is immutable. That means if I say stud underscore names of 0 is equal to, I want Raghu. Okay, I want to replace Ram with Raghu. That is not possible. We'll get the error, guys, if I do this. I save this and run module. You see we got an error, right? You can see it is telling that tuple object does not support item assignment. Item assignment is not possible. You cannot modify. So that is the difference between list and tuple, guys. Fine. Next we have range type. Range is used to generate sequence of numbers. Range is used to generate immutable sequence of numbers. So if you say range of 5, okay, you mentioned 5, it is going to generate numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, less than 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me show that. I'll go back to the Python code, and here we have Python shell. Fine. Let's remove this. So here I am saying R1 is equal to range of 5. Range of 5. R1 equal to range of 5. So if I say here print, we cannot display directly R1, guys. Instead of that, we convert the R1 into list. We'll convert it into a list. So we use the list function, and I'll save this and say run module. You see we are getting the output saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So R1 has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it starts with 0, guys. Okay. Let's say R2 equal to range. I am calling the range, and I say 0, 5. Now we are giving starting and ending here. Okay, so if I say print list of R2, we get the same output, guys. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 will get. I save this and say run module. You see we are getting same output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It is starting with 0 and ending with 4, less than 5. If I say here copy paste, let's say this is R3, and if I say start with 1 and end with 5, so I say 6, and here I display the R3. If I save this and say run module, you see we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So starting with 1, ending with less than 6, that is 5. Understanding? And let me copy this and paste down. Here I say R4, and this time I give the step also. So I'll step by 2. Start with 0, step by 2, go up to 11, and here I say R4. I save this and say run module. See, now we are getting 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it is not stepping by 1. By default, it steps by 1. See 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 increments by 1. Here it is incrementing by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 because we have given here step value 2 guys. So range function takes the starting value, ending value plus 1 it takes, and it takes the step. By default it is 1 guys. Okay, so that is the range. It is used to create a range of values. I hope you guys have clearly understood. And if you want to see the type, you can definitely see the type. Print and say type of any variable. Here I'll take, let's say R1. Definitely you will see range displayed guys. I save it and say run module. You see our R1 variable type is set to range. I hope you guys have clearly understood. Next we have set type. Set data type indicates an unordered collection of unique items. See, set is going to have unique items. You cannot have duplicate values inside a set. Set always going to have unique items, unique values. Let's say I want to store list of student IDs. Student IDs will never be duplicate, right? So best data type is set. So how do we create set? With the help of flower brackets. Okay, so let's go back to our Python, and here I say student underscore IDs, student IDs equal to flower brackets. I say here 101, 102, 103, 104. Like this, unique values we have to store guys. So if I say print and say stud underscore IDs, it displays the student IDs. We can display the type also. Print type of stud underscore IDs. I save this. Let me open the shell here and say run module. You see it has displayed the numbers. See, it is not going to have an order. You see 104 is getting displayed first, right? 101, 102, 103. So there is no guarantee of order. So it is an unordered collection of unique items. You cannot have duplicate values in the set guys. Okay, and there is a frozen set. Frozen set indicates immutable version of the set. See, this can be modifiable, but you cannot modify the frozen set. It is immutable. Okay, so what you need to do, how do you create a frozen set variable, or how do you define the frozen set? Simply you put the set inside the function frozen set. That's it. So if I go back to my Python file and use the function frozen frozen set. So I am calling the frozen set. So I save this and run and show you. You will get the output now. Say run module. You see the output we got 104, 101, 102, 103, and type is set to frozen set. You can see the type of this stud IDs is set to frozen set. Previously it is set to set. Now it is set to frozen set. Right? Frozen means immutable. You cannot modify the value inside this variable guys. So that is all about str. Str means textual data, sequence of characters enclosed in between single quotations, double quotations, right, or 3 single quotations, 3 double quotations. And list is a mutable ordered collection of items you define with a pair of square brackets, and tuple is immutable ordered collection of items which you define with the help of a pair of rounded brackets. And set is going to be an unordered collection of unique items. It cannot have duplicate values, and you define with a pair of flower brackets. And frozen set, of course, you take help of the function frozen set guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood. I suggest you people to try this guys. I suggest you to try executing each of these codes, understand everything clearly. If you still have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section guys. I'll be happy to clear. In the upcoming video tutorials we discuss more about Python data types. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorials.